So on January 31st, 2025, Uniswap V4 officially launched with a whole lot of new improvements to its architecture. Let's take a look on Uniswap Vision. Over here, Uniswap V4, so there's a blog post from Uniswap team on Feb 1st, 2025. But Uniswap V4 is here, a new era of DeFi. The biggest thing that came with Uniswap V4 is actually the introduction of hooks. So hooks essentially transform Uniswap into a developer platform with unlimited customizability. Alright, so very interesting new primitive that came with Uniswap V4. So what is hooks? So hooks are external smart contracts that can be attached to individual pools. Every pool can have one hook, but a hook can serve an infinite amount of pools to intercept and modify the execution flow at specific points during pool-related actions. So core hook functions, there's a pool manager that manages the permissions for the hooks. Then you have something like for you to initialize the hooks, there's a before initialize and after initialize. You have a couple of functions for you to handle the life cycle of the hook. For example, before add liquidity, after add liquidity, before remove liquidity, after remove liquidity. Then you have the before swap and after swap, or donate hooks, before donate and after donate, call before donation is made to a pool. So this is like some, like a lot of, just functions for you to handle the life cycle of a hook. And also the innovation is here with the hook is it opens up a world of possibilities for developers to innovate. Specifically you can build something like customized AMM for different pricing curves. You can improve yield farming, liquidity mining protocols, incentivize liquidity provisions. You can do derivatives, synthetic assets built on top of Uniswap V4 liquidity. You can do lending hooks, integrate with Uniswap V4 pools. So there's a lot of things you can build with these hooks. And today we're gonna do some explorations on how can we use hooks to supercharge LST. So yeah, let's dive in. So on GitHub, we have something called Awesome Uniswap Hooks. So essentially, it's a collections of all the Uniswap hooks right now, and it's very well maintained. You see the latest Git commit. It's actually last week, so they update. There's tons of people building hooks and everything right now. So then let's take a quick look on what we can use for our idea of supercharging LST, right? And then once we identify the idea, and then I will be building something that like a nice package library for you to just replicate in the next Bifrost workshop. So you have all these major projects that's built on Uniswap hooks. You have Angstrom, you have Flange, you have Bunny, you have Unimon, Super DCA, Uniderp. These are big projects, but then I think we can do something a bit easier, right? Something like not this one very specific to trade, which I don't think would benefit too much. Not a lot of supercharging, but I think something like let's say on-chain tech profit, liquidity provider fee rebate, something like, let's see, something that rewards. Let's search a quick rewards. Liquidity mining. I think this is something very interesting here. Liquidity mining on V4 enables any token rewards based on price in range and liquidity amount. I think this is very interesting because what you can do is you can an auto compound as well. I think this is like interesting. So basically liquidity mining, what it would do is, say for example, for Bifrost, we deploy our LST pool, right, on Uniswap, on the L2s. What we can do is that we also incentivize people, and then we can give people some rewards in B and C, right, by Bifrost tokens. So then that can incentivize people to put more liquidity in. And yeah, so this is an idea, right? Liquidity mining. So then this is something I will keep in mind. I will collect these ones and let you know what's the next thing we built at the end of this video. So you also have auto compound, which is a hook that's designed to reinvest the earned fee back to LP positions using Uniswap V4 hooks. This allows LP providers to increase the yield depending on their LP positions. It's kind of interesting. So whatever, so there's a fee, you can compound it again. So if you've done LP on Uniswap before, you know that the fee just kind of sitting there. So then if now, for you to do compounding, the way you do is like every day, usually every period, every day, or if you something you do every hour and so on, just go in, withdraw the fee, and then add it back into the positions. So that you kind of compound the fees. Your fee comes out, you compound it, and then you make more fee. You increase your return over time. So that's something very interesting. So that we keep that in mind. You have simple LP rebalance, auction managed perpetual options. So these things are very, very sophisticated hooks. I think for us, for our use case, for the upcoming Bifrost workshops, I would say I think we would do something with liquidity mining. It's very simple hook, can be built with basically built by everyone. Is something that is nice for us for Bifrost to incentivize liquidity, get more people to be interested in LST, and then we can build something more sophisticated later on, maybe something with advanced order or something. Over here we see there's Unicast, which is a forward look event hooked for LST and yield bearing tokens. Very interesting. Let's take a quick look. Forward event look for LST and yield bearing tokens. Designed to optimize LP fees and positions, incorporating forward-looking events and market implied volatility. Hook addresses the issues of predictable volatilities. Leverage Hook's design by adjusting LP fees and positions. There's a forward-look event oracles. Okay. Let's see. Interesting, right? Okay. But we got locked in, right? Let's locked into something like liquidity mining on V4. And that's gonna be our next video. Okay. Wow, there's a bounty for it. Interesting. Okay, so we're gonna build something like this. Since we use router trickery to process rewards. Okay, that's fine. Let's take a quick look at the description. In traditional liquidity mining, user has to perform additional action after addition of liquidity called stake. Not only this requires multiple transactions and more gas fee, but the user experience also degrades. So when user is interacting with a V4 pool that uses this hook under the hood, user can simply add or remove the liquidity using standard V4 interface, and to claim the rewards for their previous liquidity positions, users just require to pass a hook data when they are removing liquidity. Or they can also add liquidity of 0 value, which also triggers the rewards withdrawal. Hook contract extend the tick variables present in the V4. Interesting. We can have written a similar swap library that enables updating these tick variables on every tick cross. Know how many seconds the price was present in the range, and seconds per liquidity enables to factor in the liquidity to calculate the rewards. Very interesting. So let's take a look at the code. Here's the GitHub. Couple stars. They read me. It's a Foundry. Yeah, it's a Foundry repo. Liquidity mining hook. No op hook. Okay, interesting. Hooks permissions. Okay, I think that will be I think we can decide on this ones. If there's any other different ideas, let comment below in the video, and then I will take a look at it and prepare a workshops based on that idea. But I think the liquidity mining hook is going to be the next Bifrost workshop. All right, see you again in the next video. Bye bye.